Hey, I'm Sandy Schreck today here for Lembush Roses, and we are looking at some ideas that are creative ideas for potential celebrations of life or sympathy design. We are starting with the casket saddle from Smithers Oasis, the smaller one, but don't pigeonhole that just as casket saddles. So you can see here we've created a kokedama with one of our orchids. So this is a 4-inch orchid, and then I wrapped it in moss. And what we're gonna do is come in and create an awesome design that's going to include live plants. And so you can see there we have our 2 plants placed. Could do some wire treatment up with orchids. And then we're just gonna come in and, okay, bring it in from the bottom. Add some other ivies right here down in front. So I can see this being used for a Gardner. Could also be done with perennials as well as green plants. So right now there's a lot of concern with sustainability and using and reusing things, and so by utilizing these plants into a design makes a fabulous base, and we can come in and come around, and another little fern in here. So you can see it creates a great base. Now, if I was going to use this as a design, what I'm going to do is add some other design elements that are going to finish it off. So we're going to add some fresh materials that come in. And we'll be doing those in groupings, similar, so it feels a little bit like a walk through the garden. And then just to hide some of our mechanics. Some aspidistra. And then just some repetition, coming in with some leather leaf to repeat the ferns that we added in. Kind of the same texture. All right, so just green itself would be a great presentation. But of course, you know, why not go further? So we're going to add, look at this beauty. Boy, this is one of the Lembush grown stargazer lilies. Just fabulous, but what a statement. One stem of lilies is gonna add in here and just really pop that design. Couple other items that are a little bit my favorites. A Charlotte Rossano disc bud. A couple of those over there. And then the new crop, the Lembush grown cut calancho. Come in with some of those. And these are going to be growing in our garden back here. So I don't want to really overpower the plant, so just doing complementary sets of a couple different items through here to just bring your eye through the design and add that depth. White's a strong color, so I'm using in the back, and I'm going to come out on this side too as well to get that to balance out. You have to get your fingers all the way into the foam to get a nice good insertion. A little bit tricky with the plant pots. And then just adding a little bit more texture, coming in with some seeded eucalyptus, doing a little variation in the colors of greens, adding some of that gray green in. Couple statement roses. This is a pink mondial that we're going to bring in. And those are just fabulous. So they open up beautifully. Sister, of course, to the white mondials. So that's a rose. If you want it open by the weekend, you need to get them in on Monday and give them a couple days to open up. And they will hold, and they're just a really, really stunning rose. So I'm going to bring one of those back as well. Just carrying through some of that depth so that we get that carry through going across. And in a couple stems of the Lembush grown alstroemeria here. So this is just, you can see we've just added a few flowers to it. Some of those statement flowers, some beautiful flowers that are grown here at Lembush. But for the gardener that you might want to be out there celebrating their life, you could do this with perennials, any type of plants. Add blooming plants in, really make a statement piece. So I encourage you to give this a try. Bring in one of the smaller casket saddles and really show one of your customers, and it could be a party and event piece too, but the cage on that casket saddle actually provides a stability as you put the bamboo skewers in there. So give it a try. I'm Sandy Schreck for Lembush Roses.